Hello, fellow yogis. Kim here in the backyard on a beautiful day. This is a short practice to address the hip, the back, the legs, and a little bit of core. So, all those things that keep us moving, walking, and keeping our backs feeling comfortable. So, let's start with our hands up, accepting that universal energy through the palms, shoulders against the chair, and let's ground ourselves through our feet. Take a few very deep breaths, drawing that breath into your lungs, filling your belly, let it relax. And when you exhale, the shoulders fall and the chest and belly both relax. Two more breaths just like that. Make them the deepest breaths you've taken all day, and really take this moment to feel centered in yourself, to let go of everything around you and just be here in this moment, thinking about your movement and your breath. Inhale, draw your shoulders up. Exhale, sit forward on your chair, wiggle forward and reach down on either side for the earth. Reaching down, a little bit of shoulder forward and then shoulder back, sitting up nice and tall. Nice and tall. And then both arms down, stretch your hands out. Stretch your hands out. Draw your chin in. Now reaching laterally for one side, stretching the back, the lateral side, and the other side. So this is a side bend. Nice big breathing with that. And then draw your arm up and over as you do that same lateral bend with your breath. Big inhale and exhale, lateral bend. If you have one wing that does not like to come over, up and over, you just bring it to your chest and do the same body lateral bend. There's an example right there. So feel free to modify, look after yourself. So working our way down through the trunk, and then hands on your knees and a little bit of movement through the hips. We're going to swing the body around in a circle and keep our backs straight. So this movement will be happening, shifting your weight to one hip, shifting it back, shifting it to the other hip, shifting it forward. So it's such a lovely movement for where the spine sits into your pelvis, those SI joints. So breathe with it. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you come back. Switch directions when you're ready. Go the other way. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you come back. One more time around. One more time around. And then sit up nice and tall, nice and tall. Make sure your feet are grounded. Slide your hands forward and wrap your body around a great big beach ball and let your pelvis tilt back. So like the letter C, your spine is rounded out. Your shoulders are rounded out. Now we're going to reverse, come up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. A little extension in the back as we tilt the pelvis forward. Or like a turtle coming out of its shell. One more time. This is cat-cow, seated cat-cow. Rounding it out. And then inhale to that nice big extension. Big extension. And then sit up nice and tall. Nice and tall. Hands to the chair or hands on your knees. Still extend one leg. And bring it back. And the other leg. And bring it back. Now, when you bring it back, think of lifting your knee up and then setting it down. So heel forward, knee up, set it down. Heel forward, waking up the hips a little bit more. And exhale as you push it forward. Inhale as you bring it back. Exhale as you push it forward. And inhale as you bring it back. One more time for each side. It's so sunny, I've got my sunglasses on. And exhale forward, reach. Reach with your body, extend. You may only get here, that's good. Go to where you're comfortable. Try to keep your back long and your chest up a little bit. And then switch sides, bring it in, heel out, reach. The next time we're going to reach with both hands. So heel out, reach with both hands, and then we're going to take our arms all the way up. Switch and leg out and reach. So it's like pedaling when we switch. Come up, pedal, one foot switches with the other, and then reach. Come all the way up and reach. Remember, if those arms do not want to do that, you keep them in close to the body. Now just reach with your opposite arm the next time, just the opposite arm. And the opposite arm. Lots of body work here. And the opposite arm. I'm going to start revolving and looking back as I do that opposite arm. Come forward, revolve. Big breath, inhale. One more time each side. And last time. And in we go. So let's go heel and toe taps, heel and toe taps, and lift your knees up and embrace core. If you cannot do both sides at the same time, then just do one. Heel and toe. Embrace core, lean back just a little bit. Heel and toe and heel and toe. Embrace core. Now one foot, toe and heel. Tapping. And the other foot, toe and heel. Sit nice and tall. Try and embrace core a little bit. Breathe. And both feet on the earth. Little rock and roll, massaging those glutes. Let's do toe and heel. So heel goes out, knee goes in. Toe goes out, knee goes in. Heel and toe, walking our feet out, walking our feet in. Walking our feet out, sitting tall. Try not to look at your feet, but just let that movement happen. Shoulders relaxed, head tall, chin in. Nice big movements here. One more time. Following those knees in. And then let's go all the way out again. All the way out and find a hip opener. Sit tall, shoulders down. One hand on the inside of each leg. Make sure your knees line up with your feet. Draw your chin in, sit tall, and brace your core. So we brace our core as if someone was about to violate us, to punch us. We tighten, or as if you're about to cough. Draw that chin in, nice tight muscles through the core. Holding it there. Nice. And then draw both legs in. You can put your hands back on your chair on either side. Legs out, legs in. So waking those hips up even more. Legs out, legs in. Leaning back. Breathe, exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Two more times. And last time, out and in. Sitting nice and tall, your hands on either side again. Get really comfortable. Extend your leg and then toe back behind you. Extend your leg and toe back behind you. Extend your leg. One more time on this side. Extend that leg from the knee and then toe back behind you. And let's switch sides. I'm going to turn a little bit so that you can really see what I'm doing. So extend your leg, toe back behind you. Extend your leg, flex your foot, toe back behind you, point it. Extend your leg behind. And one more time, extend and behind. Bring your feet together and just do a little tapping for vibration, hands on your knees. So we're going to bring our hands in front of us and do a stand and sit. If you can't do the stand and sit, just alternate your knee lifts. Okay, so lift that lower leg and you can stay there. Just repeating this, and if you want to, you can come into these chair lifts. So we sit like we're in our chair, we lean forward a bit and then push off with your legs and come up. When we get up there, let's do a little extension with our back so that we lean back a bit. So lean back a bit, push your hips forward, and then slowly again bend and sit back down in your chair. Tilt forward, push up with your legs, come up, push your hips forward a little bit, come back down. Let's do 2 more like that. Sit. If you feel you cannot go all the way down every time, then only come part of the way down and then stand back up. Or you may be seated in your chair, continuing with those alternate knee lifts. Nice. Just shake your legs out. Good work. Shake your legs out. Let's go beside our chairs. So I'm going to move my chair to the side and start off with our hand on our hip and ankle circles. One way and breathe, and the other way. Now we're going to do a figure 8 with our legs. We're going to turn the knee in and turn the knee out. Rotate that foot in, rotate that foot out, revolving. Swinging it in and out, turning it like it's a figure 8 matchbox track. And then just sweep it forward and back for the hip. Sweep it forward and back. Keep your body nice and still, forward and back. Set it down. Shake it out a little bit. Let's switch sides. Switch sides. Starting with hand on the hip, hand on the chair for balance. And then taking that leg into, turning it into a figure 8. So turn your toe and your knee in, and then turn your toe and your knee out. Wonderful for ankle, knee, and hip joints. And turning and breathe. Stand as tall as you can on that supporting leg. A little bit of strength work happening. And balance. And then really working this hip joint. So breathe through it. Last time around. And set it down. And then shake it out. Behind your chair, let's do something that stretches up the back of the legs, and it also opens the chest. So we're going to walk back to our downward dog. Hand on your chair, walk your feet back. Walk your feet back until you can bring your head down. Your arms are extended. Weight on the chair. Lift through your tailbone. Make your back as flat as you can comfortably. Little extension like you've put a saddle on your back. And your hips are shining high. And then walk it in, walk it in. So you go to as flat a place as you can with your back. Let's go up onto our toes, nice for the ball of your foot. Range of motion there. And then up on our heels, and then on our toes, and then on our heels. One more time, toes, and then heels. We're going to step back with one foot and start by just pressing your heels so that you feel a nice stretch in the back of that leg. Breathe into that lovely stretch. Now come on to the ball of that foot as far back as you're comfortable. Lift your arm up on this side. So I brought my body up. My front knee is bent a bit. I'm holding onto my chair and I'm going to lift this arm up. We're going into a high lunge for a nice stretch. And we breathe into it. It's a lovely opener. Bring it down. Stretching back with the other leg. Start by pushing your foot to the earth. Toes right in front of that heel. Leg is straight, front knee is bent just a little bit. And using that chair for a little support, you should have a nice stretch down the back of that leg. Again, let's use that breath. Think about that sensation and breathe into it. tell this isn't a studio because we have real life sounds around us. Someone's doing some work. Front knee is bent, back knee is a little bent. We're on the ball of the foot. Lift your body up, trying to extend, stretch through that hip, the anterior hip, the hip flexors. Lifting it up, front knee soft, back leg extended back. Hand comes down, step it in, shake it out. One more time into our downward dog. So walk it back. Walk it back. Try to get your back as flat as possible. So we have a tendency to round out. So think about bringing the back into a nice flat extended posture like you're standing tall, and then you just hinge from your hip, bend your body forward, but use the chair to support. Arms are wide. Feet are very comfortable in width so that we feel stable. Shine your tail lights high or put your high beams on, and feel that nice stretch up the back of your legs. Nice stretch up the back of your legs. And then come on up. Come on up. Let's go back to our chair. Have a seat. Have a seat. Nice. Little rock and roll. I always like to sort of settle things in when I sit down and just get everything comfortable again by rolling from one hip to the other, circling the shoulders, sitting nice and tall now. And I'm going to bring this leg up. We're going to go into a nice stretch. So 2 options to bring it all the way up across the knee or a little lower on the leg, and then nice and wide, leaning forward. So you have choices. You can always, if you have a yoga block, rest your foot on a yoga block. That's another choice. So as we lean forward, we want to find a nice stretch down into our hip. Breathe into it, feel it. Such a wonderful stretch for lower back issues. Great if you have a tendency towards sciatica. Inhale, draw yourself back up. Exhale, foot to floor, foot to earth, switch sides, heel extended, and then bring it up across the knee, or remember that other option is to keep it lower, especially if you've had things like surgeries to the knee or the hip and you don't want to rotate as much, or you can't bring it up as high. Remember, modify it. Go as far as you can comfortably. Don't stress, don't push it. And leaning forward. Hinging at that hip, nice stretch into the glutes. And then inhale, draw yourself up. Draw yourself up and set that foot back down. Set that foot back down. A little rock and roll again through those hips. And let's take it back in the chair. Take it back in the chair. Circle your shoulders a couple of times. And then just a couple of neck circles to make it feel good. Go back, care all the way up to the neck there. Hands on your legs, palms down, relax into your chair. Taking a couple of very, very deep breaths. Celebrating that you took the time to show up and work your way through this practice. Remember, when we move and we keep joining in our practice, we can help reduce pain and stagnation throughout our bodies. So showing up, even if it's only for a few minutes every day, can be so beneficial. And I want to thank you for joining me here today in your practice. Namaste, namaste. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon, I hope. Bye.